So Kim Klacik, who recently went viral for her ad promoting her run for Congress representing parts of Baltimore and Maryland, recently, actually today, went on The View and proceeded to expose many of the women on the panel there for exactly what they are, which are social justice frauds. Now, you'd think if you are a pro-woman, pro-black person, then Kim would be right up your alley. But unfortunately for Sunny Hostin, Navarro, and Joy Behar, who are 3 panelists out of 5 on The View, this wasn't the case. And it is very clear now that they only use race and gender as positives only when the person that they're talking to agrees with them ideologically. So I wanted to share some interesting takes from each of those 3 panelists' interaction with Kim Klacik as she appeared on The View today. So first we'll start with Snarky Sunny, as I'm going to call her from now on, and some comments she made about Kim never having lived in Baltimore City itself, and somehow that disqualifies Kim from representing the area. First of all, the argument falls flat on anyone you use that argument on, because there are so many congressional districts and representative districts in general, whether it's local or county or state or federally, that it would be impossible for you to be able to live in each area that you represent, whether it's each neighborhood or each street or each city, each state. For instance, if you're president, you've probably not lived in all 50 states, but you represent all 50 states. So I thought that was just a non-argument to kind of hit at her, even though she came back with something. And Sunny seems to forget that we can travel to different cities and different places more easily than ever, and sometimes you don't even have to physically go there. You can just talk to people and go meet them and hear their experience in that area. And that's exactly the problem, because they know when people meet with each other and talk with each other, then we actually might like each other and might actually get things done. And that's not what a lot of people want, who are so hell-bent on conquering and dividing us by our different categories that they seem to think are empowering, but really they're showing that they are hypocrites about. And Kim actually was obviously well prepared, because this is her history, but she hit back at Sunny by saying, well, she's actually worked in Baltimore City for years and actually employed people in Baltimore City, especially women. So Sunny's whole argument about her not having lived there is just completely bogus, and it just doesn't make sense. So now let's move on to the wonderful Navarro, who is always hell-bent on this Make America Great Again slogan, and she seems to continually interpret it as America sucks, when in actuality, the meaning of Make America Great Again basically means let's become a more perfect union. In short, it's basically another way to say that, or Build Back Better, as Joe Biden wants to say. And to me it means, and I think a lot of people, this is really what it means when you really break it down and you don't have this complete hatred for President Trump, whatever side you're on. But basically it means, and by the way, that's why Build Back Better was chosen as Biden's slogan, because it's a knockoff of Make America Great Again, because it's a great slogan. But anyways, to me it means we will have setbacks, we will have failures, but we will return to greatness every single time. And I think Kim is a perfect example of that, because she sees that in the district she wants to represent, which you can see on full display in the ad that went viral. And so she's not saying that she hates America or that America isn't great. She's saying that in the district she wants to represent, it can be great again. Right now, parts of it aren't that great. And I think that's important to understand. I think that's what she gets. And Anna tried to trick her. It clearly doesn't understand what it means, but anyways. And then we get to the wonderful Joyless Behar. I call her Joyless. And she tried to call out Kim for not blaming Trump enough for his downplaying of the coronavirus after Kim had agreed with, I believe it was Sara Haines, that the pandemic has hit black communities harder, and that Kim agrees that as a whole the response was a failure because of policies which have suppressed the communities that she's going to represent for so long and left them unprepared, whether it's food deserts because they don't have local grocery stores, or money that's being dumped into these communities basically disappearing. So I think that was a really great hit back that Kim did, and I think it was a fair question by Sara, and I think they both kind of agreed on what they were talking about. But this kind of led to Joy interrupting, saying, "Come on, Kim, get to the point, blah, blah, blah," about her response to how the Black community has been affected. And then Kim took this opportunity, it was the very end of the segment, to call out Joy for wearing blackface in the past, to which Joy actually justified it by saying, quote, "The Black community had my back," as if the Black community is some monolith on how they think and act and vote and live. And to which actually Kim hit back again using that same exact reference, saying, "Well, the Black community has my back too," only for it all to be circled back to Sunny again, questioning whether the Black community actually has Kim's back. And Sunny did this whole dramatic thing where she was like, "What planet are you living on? The Black community has your back?" And then she did this spin and did the eye roll thing, and she went, "What planet are you living on? Wow, wow, wow." And and she did the whole spinning chair, head tilted back, and then they kind of cut to all the women in the boxes with Kim in the center, and you see for a second Meghan McCain. Well, first Anna Navarro kind of shaking her head. I'm guessing she's shaking her head at Kim, and then you see Meghan McCain going like, you see her taking her hand out like, "What the heck is going on? Why are they doing this?" Which I think she was kind of on Kim's side at this point, because she's actually the one that wanted her on the show. And then Kim, in a very respectful, very classy, very level-headed way, unemotional way that she carries herself all the time, it seems like, in a very that level-headed tone, says, quote, "That was immature, but thank you for having me," as Joy was wrapping up the segment because it was going downhill very fast. And I thought that was a perfect way for her to end. And I think the comments in the comment section of the video I watched from their YouTube channel were mixed. Seems like you either love her or hate her, depending on what side of the political spectrum you're on, which I think makes sense. But I think it was important to have her on as a voice that's really leading the way as far as showing that the Republican side of the aisle is not all it's being brought out to be by the mainstream media. And I think it was really important and really smart of Meghan McCain to really advocate for Kim to come on the show. No matter what you think of Meghan McCain, I think this was a really smart move on her end. And I have a feeling Meghan wasn't very happy by the way that the other panelists treated Kim. Maybe Sara she'll probably be okay with, but it appears Anna, Joy, and Sunny were not too happy and took this as the opportunity to completely go in on Kim. And by proxy, hit at President Trump. So there you go. Whew. So what started off as an okay segment where it looked like we were going to have some productive conversation ended up being the typical way that a View segment ends when someone that's of conservative nature or conservative values comes on The View, especially if there's someone that Meghan McCain likes, and goes downhill pretty quick. So let me know what you think in the comments. I want to chat it up with you. One, do you even check in with The View anymore? I mean, I used to check in with them a lot, just kind of to hate watch, because I liked hearing how kind of wild some of their ideas and some of their comments were. But recently I just kind of started tuning out when things took way too many left turns, especially since the pandemic, when they were pushing a lot of the mainstream media narratives that I kind of was tuning out because it was too much. Let me know what you think. Do you ever check in with them? And did you see this segment with Kim and The View ladies? And if not, have you even heard of Kim and seen her viral ad? Because if you haven't, I suggest you go check it out. So as you head down in the comment section, make sure you give this video a thumbs up so more people see it on here on YouTube. And make sure to subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and ring the bell to turn on post notifications for new videos every day from me about social, political, and economic topics of the day. So let me know what you think, and I will talk to you in the next one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye.